Hello there, I'm Daz. Today I'll be taking a look around Cambridge Polymer Labs and completing the quest of the same name. So there we are on the world map, not too far from Cambridge Police Station. And there we have Beantown Brewery and Oberland Station. So I'm going to head inside now. I advise that you make a manual save before entering. This quest can be very glitchy.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of scientific research. Shall we begin your application now?
Sarcastic.
Sure, the world may have ended, but why not sit at a desk all day?
Let's see what employment opportunities we have available for someone given your qualifications. Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, we have condensed the employment test accordingly. Question 1. Do you possess previous experience with polymer synthesis?
So this just determines which outfit she's going to give us. I'm going to click on yes.
Yes.
Calculating test results. I am pleased to offer you the position of researcher. Expect a bright future in polymer research. Would you like the orientation before beginning your work in the labs?
So this is the option to sit through a short presentation by Molly. I'm going to decline and move it along.
No, let's just move it along.
Due to staffing needs, we can forego the orientation at this time. Please follow me to the research lab so that you may begin your work. Complimentary beverages are provided for employees. Please label any food or cigarettes you leave in the break room. Here is your lab coat and clipboard. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the clean room. The research staff will greet you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention and welcome to the team.
So it's not necessary to change into the
Please
outfit.
enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Consequently, staff will not be allowed to leave the labs until the Piezonucleic lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignment. Starting decontamination sequence.
Okay, so things have taken a bit of a nasty turn. We now have the quest in the log, Cambridge Polymer Labs. We can either complete the research project. If we do so, we can obtain a piece of piezonucleic power armor, or we have the option to find another way to escape the laboratory. So I'll show you how to carry out both of those. In order to complete the research and get the power armor chest piece, we have 6 of these unidentified samples scattered around. We need to find the correct 2 to place into these slots here, chemical reagent. And if I just interact with this terminal and check current fabrication parameters, you'll see that we need to find the lithium hydride and gold. So what you're supposed to do is find all 6 samples, scan them all until you can place the gold and lithium into the slots there. That's not what I'm going to do, because if you pick up all 6, you can wind up with the 4 unnecessary samples stuck in your inventory for the rest of the game. It is quite complicated to get rid of them. So I'm going to point out the 2 chemical reagents that we do need, and also the isotope sample that goes in there. For players watching this, by the way, there's going to be quite a few ghouls to deal with. For players watching this that have already played through part of this quest and have some samples stuck in their inventory, I will post a video later on, and I will link it in the description to this one, showing players how to get rid of unnecessary samples from their inventory. So this is unknown sample 3111. We actually do need this one. This is the lithium hydride. So that's the first job done. There is another sample here. This is unnecessary. Damn, that was some bad shooting. And there is another sample here, also unnecessary, so leave that well alone. Eventually, we're going to need to unlock this terminal to get at the isotope that is required. It is only a novice locked terminal, but there is a pass key for that, which I'm going to show you how to obtain, because we need to go upstairs to that room in any case. Okay, I'll just deal with this fella. Right, we have an expert lock safe there that can be unlocked from this novice terminal. We actually need to get into this room here, which has an expert locked terminal. If you cannot hack that, it is not a problem. There is a way to drop down inside the room by heading through here. There is another unnecessary sample there, so ignore that one. We just need to head through this maintenance duct, drop down into this room, deal with another ghoul, and disarm this Tesla arc. There is also a mine on the floor here, cryo mine, so I'll take that. And here is the unidentified sample 611, which is actually the gold. So I'll take that. Now if you've arrived here, firstly I'll take the password for the computer downstairs. So if you've arrived here and you've realised that you are at too low a level and you're really struggling and you just want to get out of here, you can unlock the place by accessing this terminal and scrolling down to the facility defense systems. I'm not going to do that because as soon as you unlock, the automated defenses will kick in, everything will be hostile, but you should be able to get out of here pretty quickly. And you can actually come back later on when you've leveled up to complete the research. Okay, so I can now unlock that novice terminal with the password I've just picked up. Okay, so we now need to head into there, and as you can see there's a glowing one that we're going to need to deal with. That's not going to be a problem at my level. But these things are bullet sponges if you come here at the wrong time. Okay, that's him dealt with. Very radioactive in here, so quickly grab that isotope and get out again. Damn. That even gave me quite a bit of a beating. Okie doke, so place 3111 in there. You can put them anywhere around you like, actually. And 611 in there. You don't need to scan them if you know that they are the correct samples, but I will anyway. So as you can see, lithium hydride and gold. So I can now run a loaded fabrication routine. Yep, I made a mistake. Sorry about that. I forgot to load the isotope. I was a little bit worried then. Okay, so let's try that again. Run loaded fabrication routine. And here is our prize. The Piezonucleic chest piece.
Nice.
So, radiation exposure increases action point refresh speed. I'll take that. And hopefully, the lockdown has ended.
I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Have you completed the research on the Piezonucleic lining project?
Indeed I have.
The prototype is done.
Wonderful. Mandatory overtime mode disengaged. Clean room override disengaged. The director will want to see this immediately. Please, follow me.
Okay, in the director's office we can find a skill magazine. But after 200 years, don't expect the director to be in good health. That's all I can say at this point.
This is Director Elwood's office. I expect he will be quite excited to see the prototype.
I bet he will.
Sir, wonderful news! The nucleostrictive plating project has finally produced a working prototype. I must apologize for the director. He hasn't been himself lately. Must be the office flu. Payroll systems indicate that I have been authorized to provide you with a completion bonus at this time. Here is your bonus, minus taxes and benefits. Unfortunately, due to a lack of current projects, we must lay off redundant staff members at this time. This is not a reflection on your work, and we will be happy to provide you with a positive reference. Shutting down.
Hey, wonderful. So, quest complete. Here is the Promise Skill Magazine, Massachusetts Surgical Journal.
Perfect.
You can now take a look around the place at leisure, collecting any junk that you can get your hands on. There is a fusion core right there to get things started. Okay, I hope people have found this useful. And as I mentioned before, I will link a video in the description to this one showing people how to get rid of the extra unidentified samples from their inventory. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.